say that's me. Today's poem meditation is being undone and rebuilt. So I think before you rebuild, there's a process that happens that is being undone. So there's like this version of you and it's being loosened up and things are unraveling and things aren't working out as what they did anymore. Things are just being undone. If you've ever felt that, you'll know. And if you haven't, there's a beautiful process awaiting. But it's like, it can be challenging and really hard. So that's where it's really important to find the things that help you, especially in that time. Like when I was being undone, those gratitude walks really, really helped me and really helped me focus on the future, on the present moment, and on a more positive note. Because when you're being undone, things aren't working out as they did. Things can get a bit challenging. You're losing things like maybe friends or just things are just not going as they were. They were working for you and now they're not. And so that's really hard to accept. So going on that journey is really beautiful and so important, but letting things fall away and fall off you is important. To just let it go. And I think gratitude walks helped me open my hands. It just helped me not, like, I didn't want to hold on tight to the things that were falling away or the things that were leaving or going, the things that were unraveling. I wasn't trying to keep it, you know. I was just so thankful for everything that I had, and I was thankful for the sunshine and the trees and walking and all the things, and just keeping my hands open so that things could come and things could go. And it made the process of being undone really beautiful, because it then became natural and flowing and just gorgeous, even though it was hard. But it was just like, imagine like if you're holding on to something, when that's trying to leave, it's gonna be really fucking hard, you know. But if you have your hand open and that thing's trying to leave, it can just go. And when it goes, that's okay, you let it go and you navigate how to continue on without it, and you're okay, and you navigate that. And so being undone and rebuilt, the undone process happens, and then you create space for the new. So you have to get rid of all of the old things that don't work for you anymore, and you then create this gorgeous space for all these new things to come into your life as you navigate figuring out what you're interested in and how you want to be in this world and what you want to do and how you want to create and who are you, and all these gorgeous journeys to go on, and how to keep an open hand type of lifestyle. You create space for things to come and go. You create space for things to come and stay. And it's beautiful. It's much more relaxing and less tense, this way of living, because anything can come and anything can go at any time. And you're going to be okay because you're strong and you're going to get through it. And you create this beautiful foundation, solid foundation that is you. And it is gorgeous and beautiful. So being undone and rebuilt is a beautiful process of life. It's a part of the growing, the evolving and changing into different seasons or different times in your life that need that. Because, you know, we can't stay the same. We're always growing naturally as our age happens every year, as our body grows. Like, we're always growing, right? Just naturally, that's going to happen. But there's this other journey, this inner journey that you go on that is being undone and being rebuilt, and you can work with it. You can be, and you are, the director of it. So you get to decide how this being undone and being rebuilt, how does it take place? How does it unfold? How are you during that time? How are you taking each brick out so that you can recreate a new pathway? It's just beautiful. It's a part of life. It's a part of the journey. And I think it's a really gorgeous gift. And it is part of the pathway to growth and evolution and changing and stuff. It's like absolutely wonderful. It's like, imagine this super tight rope, you know how ropes are like twisted and tight as fuck. Imagine untwisting that and then running your fingers through it. That's like being undone, and then you're going to navigate how you would like to make that rope again, it's the most beautiful thing because you can change at any time in your life. You can be undone and be rebuilt any time in your life. There are some things that might kickstart you towards that, like life things that just happen to you might naturally just start overflowing into that, like almost like nudging you into the being undone and being rebuilt, which I feel like that was for me. Things just started happening. I was shocked. Like, I had been going to church my whole life. I grew up in church. And then one day I was just like, why the fuck do I go to church? And I realized I was going out of habit. I was going out of, the reason why I was going was because that's all I knew. I only knew that life. I was stuck in that way of living because I hadn't experienced outside, it was only that way. And so when you don't know what to do, it's easy to fall into a pattern, right? So I was going because of the pattern I'd created for like 35 years. And then when I realized that, I was like, oh, that's not a good reason to go just because I've always gone. And so literally I decided to stop going in that moment. I was like, that feels so right. And it's crazy because I thought my whole life I would go forever, I thought that was the life I would live while I'm here on this earth. And yeah, I stopped going, and it's been a year since I've stopped going, and it's been absolutely beautiful. I'm shocked, like I've been able to quiet my mind. For me, church almost became too loud and too rule following and too chaotic, of like trying to be someone I wasn't, like for a long time. And I didn't realize that I wasn't, that person until I stopped going. And then as my life got quieter, I was able to learn how to listen to myself and learn how to begin this inner journey. Because before, when I was in church, it was all about outward. It was about like putting God first, putting other people first, serving, all that kind of stuff, which is all beautiful and great. But I do think when you're serving and doing life from that kind of way, that's how I was empty. Like I wasn't taught how to go within myself, and that's no one else's responsibility. It's not to say that the church is bad, or anything like that. It's more that I needed to navigate how to be my own self, how to become an actual human being and start to follow my pathway and start to create my pathway. And to do that, I had to get out of the chaos and craziness of expectations of who to be, and I had to be in my own world where I could have a quieter moment and navigate my inner world, because it was just too loud before. And so I've been doing that and for a year, and it's been gorgeous and beautiful. And it's just something that I'm shocked, like I discovered that on my own, No one told me, hey, stop doing this, or or keep going, no one could have ever done that. It had to come from me. And so I was able to stop. It was able to be a turning point in my life, and so much more powerful because it came from myself. I knew what I needed. Like, we all have everything inside of us that we know we need. And since then, I've also been able to really become in tune with myself, with my inner guide, and just navigate life on this earth as a person that's becoming themselves for the first time, instead of trying to fit in and follow, because that way of life is easy. But then when you do that, you don't become yourself. You're just like an empty little robot following the pathway. And I just couldn't go on like that anymore. So I had to stop doing that. And it just is beautiful because it was just an awareness that came to me, and I was able to put action behind it and navigate the things that I need. Like, that worked for me, you know, that like church worked for me for a long time, and I found community, I found people, and it was a really great safe place for me. And then it all of a sudden stopped working and that's okay. It just almost became too loud, and so I had to navigate what does that look like for me. And so that's all it is. It's just like navigating in your life what's working for you, what has worked for you for a long time that does not anymore, and learning to let things go, learning to put your next foot forward and just keep walking where you know the pathway's leading you and where you want to go. And honestly, that was hard too, because I'd done that for so long and been in that world. It would be so easy to go back there, right? In a way, but I just can't, because it's just not for me right now. And maybe it is in the future, who knows? Not ruling it out. But it's just not for me right now, and I feel comfortable and so confident in myself that I can trust myself, that I know what I need. And I'm so thankful for that relationship with me that has unfolded in a beautiful way, that now I trust myself and I follow myself. So I think that's really lovely. Learning how to build my own life and create my own life is a really big and important step, and we all learn it at different times in our lives. So I'm just so thankful that I found this and stumbled upon it, because I was not living like this before, and I love it. I really love living my own life and just being in my pathway, in my lane, and doing what brings me joy, and finding the next step as it unfolds, like a flower. You know, it's just like, you don't know when that flower's gonna unfold. Well, maybe you do. It's probably gonna happen in spring, but you just don't know, you know? So thank you for listening, and I hope that your journey of being undone and rebuilt is beautiful and changing your life in the best ways, because you deserve your best life. Now let's breathe. Being undone and rebuilt. Now, as you go throughout your day, I want you to think about this poem and what it might mean to you. Okay? Bye.